So here we are. We're going to get into a reading tonight. I came on actually showing myself this time. So here we are. Just coming off of my 12-hour shift. It's still pretty crazy out there in the world. Lots of broken bones, digestive issues with people, a lot of cysto cases today. So make sure you're drinking enough water. I'm definitely going to say. All right, guys. So I hope that all of you are doing well. Hope your Cinco de Mayo, if you celebrated, went well, and you had some fun. But yeah, just be careful out there in those matrix streets, as they say. Soul Helper Oracle. We're going to get into those cards and see what the main energy is coming out for us at this time, what we may be dealing with or going through, some helpful advice to get through all of this energy. Six of Cups and Nine of Pentacles coming out in the pre-shuffle. So definitely, you may have been doing some, and this is something that I've been doing a lot of, maybe you weren't taught a lot about finances when you were growing up, right? Single, but how can we not just survive but thrive, and do well? And so maybe you had to learn a lot of those things by yourself, but you're working on getting yourself in more of a good financial standing. And that's what I've been seeing a lot in these cards, to be honest with you. Three of Wands, yeah. I do feel like you've been looking for those opportunities to help yourself to grow and become an even better person. And all of these things that you are doing are going to go a long way in assisting you in taking those steps, taking the responsibility for yourself. You know what I mean? Because we each have our own unique role to play here on this plane, in this existence. So we have to kind of figure out what that is, and if we have people that are drawing us in the wrong direction, we've got to be able to recognize that. Or if we ourselves are drawing ourselves in the wrong direction, we have to be able to recognize that, right? So we'll get into some Moonology cards as well to see what energy is coming out with that. We'll also get some love messages from the Lovers Oracle cards, which I haven't been doing as much lately, but we will get some in this reading. Also, as I do in every reading, we will flip the divination coin and get an answer to your questions. So do get that ready for the end and stick around for all the good stuff. Guys, these are general readings. Now, if you were drawn here, 99% chance that there is a message here for you. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Allow, whoever needs the message that doesn't resonate for you to be able to take that and use it for them, all right? And also hit the like button. Let me know below how this may be resonating. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell notification so you don't miss any readings I put out, okay? Let's set the energy as I always like to do with my singing bowl. Join me. Thank you so much, angels, ancestors, way showers, and guides. We honor you for this time, this space, this wisdom, this circle of protection for all of us. Evil eye back to sender for sure. We are not about that life. If you are vibing with me, it's all about taking responsibility for our own individual energy, all right? And making those choices and decisions in our lives that's going to help us to live an even more happy and fulfilled life, right? But we have to make that choice, and we have to make the decision first of all, and then make the choice, to take the action to change our lives, because we're the only ones who can do it. So what does our higher self want to say to us? Release your inner rebel. Whoa, who's been holding themselves back? Okay, I feel like I've been holding myself back because, I'm actually like a pretty fun person to be around. I'm pretty silly, quite honestly. But how many of us feel like we've been holding ourselves back and not really showing ourselves, the real us, to people, feeling like that people aren't really going to accept us or treat us well as a result? And maybe you've even experienced this, but maybe you're at the point where you're like, who the hell cares, anymore? I want to be able to be who I am. You see so many people out there who are unapologetically themselves, and there's definitely great ways to be able to do that. And I feel like These are some ways that Spirit is asking you to really honor yourself, not play small any longer, not just go with the crowd. All of those kinds of energies are coming up at this time, particularly at this full moon eclipse. You know, during Mercury retrograde, some of you may be dealing with some of those comeback situations. Ain't no holla back, girl. That's what, Gwen Stefani said. So definitely, if you resonate with that energy, and that's that rebel coming out here, all right? So release it. Allow yourself to be who you truly are, is what I hear Spirit saying at this time, all right? No longer holding yourself back. Be yourself and create your own universe, because truth be told, we are our own world within our own energy field. You know what I mean? So it's like, how do you want that to look? And does it look the way that you want it to look at this time? You are experiencing a spiritual blossoming, aka awakening. So that's exactly what this card is saying here today. Yeah, it's like that being baptized kind of energy. You may even be I'm feeling tingling all over my body. And I heard that song, Take Me to Church. I don't know all the words to it or anything, but yeah, I just feel this power brewing and brimming within so many of us. And it's like, I feel like we're still kind of a little bit in the dark, like it said, blossoming. So we're coming out of this dark period. It's like we're growing out of the ground. We're allowing ourselves to see the light of day, if you will, our soul to see the light of day. The love of your dragon reaches out to you. The realm of your truth is opening up. Absolutely. Some of you may relate to dragons in that energy, but this is definitely very strong. That fiery spirit within you that's not going to be held back any longer. So that rebel, whether you choose to or not. So we want to allow ourselves to express that our inner self, our true self, in good ways. But if we stifle it for too long, then what can happen is that comes out in those negative ways, right? So again, you are awakening. There's nothing to fear with this process. It's just be easy with yourself. Deal with the things that come up, you'll actually get through it a lot easier. What may seem like something big and scary could actually be your friend. So, don't be afraid of tapping into that side of yourself, is what I hear coming out here today. And this card number is 23. Yeah, so 5. How fitting. We just had our 5-5 portal. So this is even more of a confirmation. Do not hold yourself back any longer. Don't play small. Don't be like everybody else wants you to be. You know what I mean? I feel like you've been fighting this for way too long, and your spirit is not having it. Your higher self is not having it any longer, is what I'm hearing. All right, so this card says, the heart of the rebel beats within all of us. We understand Lilith and her urge for self-determination and freedom, because we have already felt this impulse. How many of you have been feeling that impulse to be free, all right, and to do things your way on your terms? And at this moment, you feel it strongly too. If you are not familiar with the story of Lilith, here is a brief outline. God originally created Adam and gave him a wife as a companion, according to Talmud. The first wife he called Lilith, and she was of equal birth, self-confident, proud, and a free woman. So maybe some of us have not felt free, and maybe you're a woman, But in any case, this is even saying within any of us, we haven't felt free to really express our true selves and to feel loved and accepted, And that first, unfortunately, has to start within us, all right? And when people see that, we're not going to stand for others to put us down or treat us badly just because we're different. I mean, who wants to be like everybody else, There's something special within you, within each one of us, The first wife he called Lilith, and she was of equal everything. She refused to serve Adam and wanted to be in a dominant position when they made love, which displeased Adam. How many of you have experienced that with men? You know, when you want to take over a little bit more of a dominant role. And it doesn't even have to be, you know, when you're in the bed, when you're in sexual interaction, but in any interaction, it almost feels like more of a competition. And I feel like that's what this card is alluding to. Just that, you know, competitiveness, and it's across the board. It's not even just masculine and feminine anymore. There's just a big confusion with all of this, it feels like, is going on, that we're being asked to come to a peace with within ourselves, you know. He wanted to dominate her, and an argument ensued. Lilith spoke the secret name of the Lord, which resonates full of magic imparted from Adam, leaving him as a free and self-determined woman. How many of you have been strong enough to do something like that? I absolutely have. You know, I had a husband that decided to just kind of take off on me at one point, and I said, okay. You know, after a short period of time, being pretty upset about it, but I divorced him. You know, sometimes you just gotta say, all right, then, you know, yes, you may be hurting. You may have really wanted the companionship of another person, but to have to lose a part of yourself or lose the most valuable part of yourself, not worth it. All right, so it is said that she had many children but lost them as a punishment for her disobedience and individualism. Lilith wanted to be free. She was not meant for a small world. And how many of you feel like people are just trying to make you be what they want you to be? They want you to not be better than them. You know what I mean? That kind of energy. Again, a lot of competition energy. And you could even be, if you're a woman, dealing with other strong women, you know, that are in more of their masculine energy as well. Let me know below how this may be resonating with you. You have drawn this card because you need more space and freedom for yourself. Emerge from your constraining cocoon. You are a child of Lilith. All witches, shamans, and healers are wise men and women. Who is claiming that? I am definitely a wise woman. Step into your power and be who you truly are. You know what is right, what is not, and what you deserve, all right? And you know if you are getting that or not. This is where we put our crown back on and we say, this is what I deserve. And if you're not willing to step up to the plate, then I guess you're not royalty. You know what I mean? Who wants to oppress you? Who wants to take your place? Who is crossing boundaries? Rebuke them, but clearly and with love, since people are sometimes unaware of their incorrect behavior. Yeah, so try to be nice about it, but be firm in your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? You still have your self-respect. And, you know, people need to respect you just as much as they expect that respect from you, right? Right. All right, so follow the path of your soul, the path of freedom, and pay no attention to the complaints and criticisms of others. They do not know what you can create in your own universe. But do you know what you can create in your own universe? Well, we all have the capacity to create whatever we want, all right? But we got to believe that we have that power, just like others may believe that they have that power, and they know how to express that in a way that doesn't allow others to be able to dominate them, if you will. Very important there. So the power animal is The condor, ooh, the snake, kundalini. How many feel like they've been going through that, which is basically the dark night of the soul? You know what I mean? It's a very much an awakening that's sprouting up, just like the plant coming out of the ground, right? That energy is rising up through the center of your body, through all of your energy centers, is asking you to awaken to your true self, that rebel within you, to no longer play small. So condor is our power animal. The essential oil is jasmine, beautiful. Put some of that in your salt bath, in your ritual, you know, in your moon bath. Hopefully you guys were doing some moon bathing. In fact, I'm going to do some when I get off here tonight. All right. And then the healing crystal is emerald. So if you have emerald, that would be really good to work with at this time. And the power number is 5. All about changes, you know, very important that 5 is coming out at this time, and it makes a lot of sense because again, this is a time of huge changes, or the potential of that. So we are being asked at this time to step up to the plate, just like we may be asking others to step up to the plate. You know what I mean? So your soul at this time is saying, step up to the plate. Don't, you know, push me to the side any longer, more or less, is kind of what I'm hearing here. And that's what I feel like, that 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups energy in the pre-shuffle, you know, it's like, let me be, you know, a part of your life. Let me have some say in the matter. I am your soul, you know. All right, so the King of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. Ooh, you could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or dealing with one. Or you could just be focused on, again, getting your finances in order, being able to leave something behind for your children, or to have, you know, a legacy of some sort for yourself. Ace of Swords, that is the truth, Spirit saying that it is important to get our affairs in order while we're here on earth, to be thinking about those 7 generations ahead, all right? And then also with the 7 generations before, with that death energy, you know, what curses are we breaking? What, you know, are we leaving behind that we perhaps even grew up in? You know, that's how it becomes generational, as we keep on propagating it. We keep on teaching it to our children and the next generation, the next generation. If we don't change it, then we just keep on doing that. You know what I mean? All right, so what do we need to know around this energy? Release your inner rebel. So we have the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Swords coming out right now. And so I do feel like you are taking a step back, but instead of really making peace with what's been going on, I feel like there's still a lot of concern and worry that's going on within you, all right, about where you are at this point in life. Basically, where do you want to go? How do you want life to be at this point? You know, this is where you really have that opportunity to change things in your mind, of all places, because that's what swords are all about, right? So 9 and 4, what does that come to? 13, which comes to a 4. So you could be spending a lot of time at home, right? But not in good energy, really worried, and, you know, needing to feel much better about our situation for sure. What was on the bottom? Yeah, 8 of Swords in reverse. I do feel like you are understanding your situation, all right? I do feel like you know what's going on here, what you need to do. King of Wands in reverse. You know, this is definitely an energy of, you know, someone who feels like a lot of things are out of control perhaps at this time. King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, again, this is a big awakening. The blossoming aspect, you know, that this was talking about, is saying that we need to awaken to all aspects of things, who we are, yes, celebrate that, but also see where we've come to in our life, and more importantly, what are the steps that we can take. And Mercury retrograde is really great for that, all right? So we can really start to step into our power, all right, to allow that to come forth and to serve us in positive ways. All right, so what else is coming out here today? We've got the Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords in reverse. So I do feel like that you've been working a lot now, or you will be, on changing your mindset. Or you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or B1. All right? You've dealt with a lot of heartbreak and heartache in your life, but I do feel like you're coming to a place now where you are more peaceful, where you feel more centered and at home. The Fool, Justice, and the Devil. So I feel like Spirit is saying just keep moving forward. Don't be too concerned about everything that's been going on or that has happened up until now. All of this is going to be cosmically, the way that you get the cosmic justice, the way that you assist that is by working on your own energy. Keep on moving forward, all right? And know that Spirit is taking care of everything. Break those chains, is what I hear Spirit saying, you know? It's like you know how you got here, and at the same time, you know, it does take power to be able to, just like when you're going in one direction and you stop and you have to turn around and then start picking up speed again, right? But the main thing is that we keep moving in the right direction, because otherwise, you know, this affects our very stability, if you will. Very important for us to stay on the right path and not get thrown off. The Fool energy is very strong at the center of this reading. Nine of Pentacles coming out with the Ace of Wands. Again, I do feel like this almost looks like a spine, right? The head and the spine. This is a Kundalini awakening. This is helping you to step out more powerfully in your own autonomy, is what I'm hearing with this, all right? To understand your value and worth so that Spirit can help you to move this process along, right? So you can get to where you're going, to rise above all of these difficulties that you've experienced. Yes, choose wisely, my dear, all right? Because it is all about what you think, what you feel. Queen of Wands energy, and right now it's all about feeling beautiful. It's all about expressing who we truly are and not holding back any longer. Spirit says that's absolutely the truth. All right, so are you willing to step up to the plate, my dear? Are you willing to accept the challenge of becoming who you truly are? Hit the like button and let me know below how this may be resonating for you. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any readings I put out. Let's get some Moonology cards out. I'm going to get one main one and see what the advice and energy is around this reading for us at this time. Thank you so much to everybody who has joined. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I wish nothing but the best for all of you. Your commitment is being tested, and I do feel like this is your commitment to yourself, your commitment to everything that you've wanted to accomplish in this life, all right? So are you willing to keep going? Go the extra mile. You know, are you willing to go the same distance that you would for somebody else, a relationship, for yourself, right? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Wow, that's always good to hear, isn't it? Capricorn energy coming out here today. That could be highly aspected in your chart, perhaps. We got this first quarter moon energy that's coming out for us. Let's read this and see what it has to say. How's everybody doing out there this Saturday? I am a little tired. I'm ready to get some rest. I think I gotta look at the front for it. First quarter moon, where you be? Where you at? Here we go. Okay, guys, first quarter moon. This is the energy that's coming out as your advice, and or to be aware of that your commitment is being tested. There could be some challenges coming your way, but they are the universe's way of testing you. Feels like we're constantly being tested, right? But this is definitely a very important test at this time, whatever it is that your challenge is. The first quarter moon calls for you to face any hurdles with confidence. What do you actually think is possible? If you believe you can do it, then you probably can. If you spend your time affirming that something is too big for you to surmount, it probably is. See how it works? Do you believe your dreams will come true, or have you secretly already given up? This is very important. I do feel like this is very much in line with that rebel energy. It's kind of like, are you going to keep going, or are you going to teeter out? This is the time that we got to stay in the game. We don't want to check out, on ourselves. We can't. We're always going to be there, wherever you are, there you are. You know what I mean? It's like you can't get away from yourself. So better to make peace with yourself and allow those good parts of yourself to shine, right? Let people see who you truly are. Showing some commitment now will help you towards your desired outcome. What do you believe to be true for you? So believe in yourself, right? That is that inner rebel saying, yes, believe in me. Believe that we can do this, Don't give up. That's a big part of what I'm hearing in this message. Let me know how this may be resonating with you guys for sure. Wow. So your commitment is being tested, and this card says, and this is an affirmation actually that you can say as well, which I would suggest because I'm definitely resonating with this, all right? I am committed to my dreams and move towards them with what? Confidence. Absolutely. Stay confident and know that you can absolutely achieve anything you want. Might have been tough until now, but it's coming to an end. That is what Spirit is saying. Everything's going to be just fine. You and your loved ones are cared for and going to be taken care of. But again, adjustments are required. All right. So what do you need to release? What's going to be important for you, to make peace with so that you can be who you truly are and not allow yourself to sit on the sidelines anymore. All right, guys, let's see what's coming out in the love messages. Love advice for the collective, for the beautiful soul travelers out there. And thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate all of you. What is coming out? Love advice. Show me what I need to know. Beautiful. Look inside yourself, this card says, and examine what is causing you to feel this way. Whatever's causing you to feel this way, like you can't move forward, like you have to hold yourself back, like you can't have, be, do, have, whatever it is that you want, what is causing you to feel that way? Because truly, you're no different than the most successful person you've ever seen. It's your mindset is the main thing, and that's the main theme that I've seen throughout all of this. And it's not to, bash on anybody, because we all go through this, trust me, on our own level, in our own ways, right? So we're all on this journey. We're all trying to figure it out. So, be easy on yourself. But try to understand what does hold you back from being who you truly are, because I'm pretty sure you're pretty amazing. And thank you so much, guys, for being here. Let me know for sure in the comments how this may be resonating with you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and bell notification, my loves. What is coming out here? Ooh, friendship. Always very important to make sure that, you are friends, you are close and connected with someone, especially before you get too involved with them. You know what I mean? So nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Isn't that true, though? It's like we can tell when people really care about us, and that really is the kind of people that we want to have close to us, right? The ones that we know have our back and are going to be there for us, going to show up. But, first things first, we got to show up for ourselves. We got to be who we truly are and not play small any longer, not play the way that, and be the way that other people want us to be, to a fault, to where we don't even know who we truly are, Ready to get an answer to your question, my dears? Let's do it, shall we? In 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, we got a good answer. The answer today is a yes, my dears. Beautiful. Now, I do hope that you will join me tomorrow for our weekly forecast, all set Egyptian style. Thank you again so much for all of you for being here, for all of your support to the channel. I truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you again soon. Bye for now.